start. Good evening. Welcome to the regular session for Wednesday, August 14th. I will call the meeting to order. Would you all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Again, thank you all for attending. Mr. Jola, would you please conduct the roll?
Certainly. Mr. Castine.
Present.
Mr. Bizzaio.
Here.
Mr. Hall.
Here.
Mr. Henry.
Here.
Mr. Hughes has to be excused. Mr. Petzer. Here. Mr. Perrier.
Here.
Mr. Randall.
Here.
Mr. Timmons.
Here.
Ms. Waldron.
Here.
Excellent. All legislators have received a copy of the minutes for the July 17th regular session. There are no additions, deletions, or corrections. I would take a motion to accept the minutes. Motion by Legislator Randall, second by Legislator Timmons. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Before we continue, I'd just like to take a moment of everybody's time. We recently learned of the passing of a good friend and colleague of ours a while back, Pete King. Many of us had the opportunity to work with Pete here in this room in Ellsberg over the years. We always found Pete to be of good humor, an excellent colleague. He got along with everybody. It's difficult to do that in life. It's almost impossible to do it in the political realm. But Pete did it. He'll be missed. We certainly appreciated all that he did for his county, his community, his state, and his country. So I would ask for a moment of silence for our friend and colleague, Pete King. Thank you. Thank you all very much. I will now recognize those in the audience who wish to share their thoughts and concerns with the legislature. Please raise your hand if you wish to be recognized. State your name and address for the record. And in accordance with the rules of order, anyone addressing the legislature will be limited up to 5 minutes, and the chair at his discretion will limit those minutes. Who would like to speak in public? 2? All right. We'll allow you to go first, sir. You're new here.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you very much. I don't know, can you hear me?
I can, and you have up to 5 minutes. So,
Yes, my name is Kevin Sisson. I come to you from the high peaks of the Adirondacks, Essex County. I served as town councilman in my hometown of Carlisle, New York, in Schoharie County. My profession was a bridge builder by trade. I built bridges throughout eastern New York State. Worked as a carpenter, lead carpenter, foreman, and then a superintendent. I retired to the Outer Banks of North Carolina in 2018, collecting seashells, building an antique business, and a woodworking studio. But upon the U.S. Supreme Court decision in NYSERDA versus Bruin and Governor Hochul's reaction response convening extraordinary session of the legislature, I am no longer in North Carolina. May it please the Clinton County Legislature. More than 22 counties have formed resolutions challenging Governor Hochul's 10 bill package of 2022. Essex County reaffirmed their previous resolution recently in October of 2023. Their resolution specifically protects federally licensed dealers in firearms. Part of the 10 bill package was a new law housed in General Business Law, Section 875, which targets specifically federally licensed dealers in firearms, putting upon them what they call safety restrictions. I will say that there is not an FFL of the 1,556 in the state of New York that is capable of compliance nor in compliance. Did a copy of the resolution from Essex County reach the legislators?
Yes.
Thank you. Reading from that, I'll try to be brief. I'm going to go to that it was a reaffirmation of their resolution. Did Clinton County pass any form of resolution since July of 2022 regarding the new laws?
No, sir.
Very well. In the whereas section, Essex County, and I'll read from their resolution. Whereas New York Governor Hochul caused the new laws to be passed and signed into law without public notification or input from stakeholders or committee hearings. Be it resolved that the Essex County Board of Supervisors, this is from page 2, vehemently, adamantly, and with full resolve opposes the new laws targeting the licensed dealers. Be it further resolved that the Essex County Board of Supervisors express opposition against Governor Hochul for disregard for the federal Constitution, Bill of Rights. Be it further, this is interesting, that the Essex County Board of Supervisors expresses opposition against Governor Hochul for her refusal to partner with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, and does call upon the Governor Hochul, to immediately transfer records of New York State convicted felons and misdemeanors and other disqualified persons such as illegal aliens as defined at 18 U.S.C. 922G. They're the 9 disqualifying factors of federal law for the 1968 Gun Control Act. That she convey these records to the FBI for inclusion of those disqualifying records into the National Instant Background Check System in order to aid the FBI and ATF to disqualify certain persons. Governor Hochul publicly refuses to report convicted felons to the next for disqualification, enabling a convicted felon released from New York to cross state lines and pass a background check. This, in combination with other background checks that are in question, instituted by the new laws, being the ammunition background check, this governor may very well herself own the iron pipeline of which she speaks. Legal challenge to these new so-called safety requirements or General Business Law 875.
Sir, if I can interrupt you, you have under a minute left.
Very well, thank you. Is now in discovery in Federal District Court in New York after having a petition in the United States Supreme Court for preliminary injunctive relief. Currently, one of the arguments is that the gun dealers will be put out of business. The ATF does publish monthly reporting on the number of FFO licenses. Currently, New York State is down to over 288. Instead of going after criminals, this governor goes after the law-abiding, some of the most upstanding, peaceable citizens within our community. And I would beseech this legislature to give consideration to forming a firm resolution, either the same as Essex County or similar. Thank you for your consideration and your time.
Thank you. What the legislature will do, we will refer this to the Public Safety Committee.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, next.
You mind me asking how much time I have, sir?
2 minutes.
All right. My name is Jennifer Jewett. I live in Champlain, New York. The term majority has been tossed around a lot these days. When we say that towns want the tether law just at the town level, or that the towns don't want the law at all. Back on April 1st, the Public Safety Committee Chair asked that each legislator poll their towns and have them choose one of 3 options in regards to the tether law. A month later, in May, we all met to review the results of the poll. All we heard was the towns don't want the law. It was repeated multiple times in the Public Safety Committee meeting. I asked to see the proof, the letters from the towns that would prove that. I was told repeatedly that proof does not need to be provided. I submitted a FOIL request and received 5 total letters. This week, I decided to end the hearsay and find out on my own where the towns stand and get the actual proof. Through emails and phone calls, I built the following charts, which were not allowed in here, but you have a hot copy in front of you. First, there's option one. Option one includes those who are against the tether law. They are fine keeping the current ag and market law. If you look, the list includes Altona, Chazy, Clinton, Ellenburg, Morris, Peru, and Saranac. Total population of all these towns equals 18,690. Option two, by itself, includes the town of Beekman Town. They believe the town should have their own law. Option three includes towns who prefer to have a countywide tether law, and it includes Sable, Blackbrook, the town of Champlain, city of Plattsburgh, Schuyler Falls, the town of Dannemora, town of Plattsburgh, and of course the three villages, Champlain, Rouse's Point, and Dannemora. Option three totals 51,120 people that support the tether law at the county. Here is the proof we have been waiting for since May. Yes, when contacting the town of Dannemora town supervisor, I was notified that Dannemora is in fact in favor of countywide law, and their feedback was misrepresented at the county legislature. There's no disputing the numbers. If you are a legislator that is on the fence, here's your reason to vote yes to the countywide law. It's the responsible thing to do, and the numbers speak for themselves. Last week, legislators Hall and Hughes sent you all a survey. You should have received it. Please do us the courtesy of filling it out so that we have a better idea where you stand in regard to the law. We don't want to waste anybody's time sending a law past a lawyer, past a public hearing, just to have one line stop the final draft from approval here in the legislature. The feedback is crucial to the process. And Tom Trombley of Champlain asked that I make sure that in fact his drafts were received by Legislator Hall and from Calvin Castine. You guys did receive them. He sent them today. He asked me to bring that up. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Did I miss anybody? Okay. Public hearing. Tonight we will have a public hearing on local law number 2 of 2024 titled amending local law number 1 of 2013 titled establishing and extending date for final redemption of delinquent property taxes. I will ask the clerk of the board to read the notice of public hearing, which I think I just did, basically.
Notice is hereby given that the Board of Legislators will conduct a public hearing regarding local law number 2 of 2024 titled amending local law number 1 of 2013 titled establishing and extending date for final redemption of delinquent property taxes, which shall be held Wednesday, August 14th, 2024 at 5:15 p.m. in the Legislative Chambers, 137 Margaret Street, Plattsburgh, New York, at which time all persons interested shall be heard.
Very good, thank you. I'll entertain a motion to open a public hearing. Motion by Legislator Kretzer, second by Legislator Desire. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Very well. Is there anyone here tonight who wishes to address the board regarding this matter? If so, again, state your name and address for the record. In accordance with the rules of order, speakers will be limited up to 5 minutes. Is there anyone that wishes to speak on the matter before us regarding redemption of delinquent property taxes? Anyone at all? No one. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Motion by Legislator Furrier, second by Legislator Wall. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We'll close the public hearing.
It's closed.
It's be closed. Moving on, we will go to committee reports. I will call on the chairperson of each committee in alphabetical order by committee, starting with Buildings and Grounds and Legislator Bazzato.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting scheduled for Monday, August 12th was canceled. Resolution number 628 through 630 have been pulled and placed on the agenda. The next Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, September 16th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Children and Family Services, Legislator Furrier.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Children and Family Services Committee met on Tuesday, August 6th. Commissioner of Social Services Christine Peters was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract with Clinton County Mental Health and Addiction Services, and authorizing American Rescue Plan Act, Adult Protective Services Grant Extension. Commissioner Peters also provided updates on eligibility verification assistance, homeless statistics, employee lounge, the warming center, monthly statistics, and family center case management allocation. Resolution 631 through 636 were placed on the agenda upon the recommendation of the committee. Next Children and Family Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, September 3rd at 5:15. End of report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Economic Development County Operations, Legislator Walter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Economic Development and County Operations Committee met earlier. Molly Ryan, the Economic Development Director, was present to discuss the resolution authorizing purchase of advertisement with Conway Data Incorporated. Ms. Ryan also provided an update on Clinton Business Innovation Gateway, TDC, CIDC, policies, and the County of Clinton Industrial Development Agency. The committee also discussed the resolution authorizing countywide resiliency program grant acceptance. Resolution 637 through 640 have been placed on the agenda upon recommendation of the committee. The next Economic Development and County Operations Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, September 11th at 4 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Finance, Legislator Timmons.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the Finance Committee met on Wednesday, August 7th. Sarah Dagan and Seth Henner from Lumsden and McCormick presented on the 2023 audit. Ken Kennelly, the administrator in charge of Clinton Community College, presented the college's proposed 2024 to 2025 budget to the committee. Resolution 569 titled, authorizing the clerk of the Clinton County Legislature to advertise for a public hearing on 2024-2025 Community College budget is on the agenda tonight. Rebecca Murphy, the Deputy County Treasurer, was present to discuss sales and occupancy tax, IMREM foreclosure, the correction of error report, and several resolutions including authorizing contract extension with Lumsden and McCormick LLP, and accepting bid received at online auction, authorizing the issuance of deed. The committee also discussed the resolutions awarding a bid for the removal of trash and recyclables, and awarding bids for snow plowing and removal of various county buildings and the Plattsburgh International Airport. Resolutions 641 through 649 have been placed on the agenda. A result of the committee's recommendation, the next Finance Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, September 4th at 5:15 p.m. And the report.
Thank you. Sir, you're new.
Yes.
You don't have to stay here till the end of this. It's going to be another 40 minutes of what you just listened to.
I'm enjoying
You're
the
welcome to.
I'm enjoying the company.
We encourage you to stay, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I want to just give my personal information. I didn't leave my address, and I was supposed to have. So I have business cards I can give to you.
I will take them if you want to do that, but again,
Will you disperse them?
did they get the local law? Thank you so much.
That's me.
Okay, sir.
And the woodworking studio was on there. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Health Legislator Hughes, you have a
I do. On behalf of the Legislative Health Committee that did meet on Wednesday, August 7th, Jeff Sisson, Director of Public Health, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract with New York Quality Healthcare Corporation, DBA Fidelis Care, and authorizing emergency preparedness grant application and acceptance. Director Sisson also discussed the second quarter grant report, the director's report, and health department report. Resolution 650 through 654 have been placed on tonight's agenda upon the recommendation of the committee, and the next health committee meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, September 4 at 4 p.m. End of report, sir.
Thank you very much. Human Services, Legislator Rand.
Thank you, Chairman. The Human Services Committee meeting scheduled for Tuesday, August 6th, was canceled. Resolution 655 has been pulled and placed on the agenda. The next Human Services Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, September 3rd at 4:15 p.m. End of report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee met on Monday, August 5th. Resolution 656 through 678 has been placed on tonight's agenda upon the recommendation of the Personnel Committee. And the next Personnel Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, September 5th at 5 p.m. Plattsburgh International Airport, Legislator Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Plattsburgh International Airport Committee met earlier. Chris Craig, the airport director, was also present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing the purchase agent to solicit for bids for the Veterans Service Agency van garage project and authorizing contract with Marine Building Contractors Incorporated. Beta Technologies also was present to give us a report. Resolution 679 has been placed on the agenda for the committee's meeting on Wednesday, July 17th, as well as resolutions 680 through 689. Resolution 710 has also been added to the agenda under Rule Waive 13-2. The next Plattsburgh International Airport Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Wednesday, September 25th at 4 p.m. Let me give you a little update on Fairline. Contour is our essential air service provider. Beginning the first of the year, or right around that time element, they will be flying from Plattsburgh to Washington, and they will have connecting flights with American, United, and Alaskan Airlines. We will be able to book right from Plattsburgh to any one of those other ones, right straight through. So we're really looking forward to that. We've had a long discussion with the president of Contour about canceling flights and having a better service, and after a long discussion, we are convinced it will happen. So it's all looking good. End of report.
Thank you very much. Public safety, Legislator Castine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. The Public Safety Committee met on Monday, August 5th. Dave Marcoux, the probation director, was present to discuss the resolution authorizing county pretrial services grant acceptance. Jamie Rock, the administrative assistant at Child Advocacy Center, was present to discuss the resolution authorizing various contracts with conference speakers. Eric Day, the director of emergency services, was present to discuss resolutions approving appointment to the Fire Advisory Board and authorizing fiscal year 2023 Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Domestic Terrorism Prevention Grant Program application and acceptance. Chad Deans, the county coroner, was also present to discuss the proposed morgue cooling unit, the deputy coroner position, and an update on the proposed regional forensic facility in Warren County. Resolutions 690 through 697 have been placed on the agenda upon the recommendations of the committee. The committee was also polled on resolutions 708 and 709. The next Public Safety Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Thursday, September 5th at 4 p.m. End of report. It's on a Thursday because of Labor Day.
Thank you. Transportation, Legislator Cresser.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Transportation Committee met on Monday, August 12th. Carl Weiss, the Highway Superintendent, was present to discuss several resolutions, including authorizing contract with Brightly Software Incorporated and authorizing applications to the State Economic and Infrastructure Development Investment Program administered by the Northern Border Regional Commission. Resolutions 698 through 702 have been placed on the agenda as a result of the committee's recommendation, and the next Transportation Committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, September 16th at 5:15 p.m. That's the end of the report.
Thank you very much. Liaison reports. Chamber of Commerce, Legislator Cresser.
No report.
Thank you. The Community College, Legislator Walter.
No report.
Community Service Board, Legislator Castine.
No report this time.
Thank you. Cooperative Extension, Legislator Timmons.
No report. Mr. Timmons, as we discussed, I did get a call from Mr. Drew. He asked me to call the legislature on a date for the ag tour. And he offered 2 days, both Fridays, the 13th and the 20th. This is an event that we always look forward to, so I'm hoping there's a good turnout. So I guess I'm inquiring as to your availability on either the 13th or the 20th, if one of those is better for you guys. September, excuse me.
Are we gonna send an email out to do that?
If you want me to do that, I mean, I can poll you via an email.
Be the easiest, 13th is best for me.
Is it all day, Mike?
It's it normally starts at 8:30 a.m. At Cooperative Extension and ends around 2 p.m., 1 p.m.
Settlement agreements, nothing, right, Ken?
No.
Intercom, Legislator Randall. And what?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I did attend the July 25th, 2024 Inter-County meeting hosted by Hamilton County at Indian Lake Theater in Indian Lake. There, we did receive the resolution that we had passed. This is Resolution 1 of 2024. I'll just paraphrase this because it's very long. Resolution opposing Senate Bill S 4545 and Assembly Bill A 3069. That to consolidate the 109 individual industrial development agencies. Whereas Senate Bill S 4545 and Assembly Bill A 3069 acts to amend New York State General Municipal Law in relationship to establishing a regional industrial development agencies and to repeal certain provisions of such law. Basically, we opposed it and for the said reasons. The regional ADA would only include a minimum number of representatives for the county. The regional IDA, would not be familiar with each county's economic development priority or its community interest. And thirdly, it is vitally important for IDA members to reside in the community that they serve. So a copy of this was sent to Governor Herpo, the Senate, and the Assembly, with a voice from Kansas. Two other sections that were noteworthy. Warren County is buying a new toxology machine for autopsies. It used to take about 5 to 7 days to get the results back. This new machine should get the results back in 15 minutes. The other one is a new law called TOD. A person can state who can get or will get their property on dying. So it's like a dying document. It does take 2 witnesses and a notary. And then finally, a new law was passed which exempts judges and their families if asked for by the judge to have their information public as far as their address and their names and where they live. So if it has to be, my understanding of it, it's not automatic, they have to ask for it. So if the county judge wants to get their information out to all the resources that are out there, they go to start with Mike and put it out for him, and, or their town supervisor. That's the end of that report.
Okay, thank you. LCLG, Legislator Kretzmer. Report. Soil and Water, Legislator Zada.
Yeah. Mr. Hager reports, the district was recently awarded $229,622 urban forestry grant for ash tree management in northern Clinton County. It was for Moore, Champlain, and Rouse's Point, but since then he has contacted me and said now there's additional money coming for potentially other towns as well as the city of Plattsburgh. They also recently held 2 scrap tire roundups in Plattsburgh and Altona and collected almost 2,000 tires at no charge to county residents. They also have awarded almost $30,000 in salt reduction mini grants to local highway departments, which I believe almost every highway department got something. The district continues to work on roadside erosion issues with grant funding from New York State DEC. They have hydroseeded 10 roadside sites in Saranac, Scholar Falls, and Beatontown. And the district continues to set up and monitor traps for emerald ash borer. Severe infestations are beginning to kill many ash trees in Moore, Champlain, Shazy. The EAB beetles have been trapped in new locations like Cumberland Head, Saranac, and Peru. End of report.
Thank you very much. Springwood Library.
Bingo, got a report there too.
Oh, no way. Say it ain't so.
Once a year,
Yeah.
Judge Bruno contacted me. They must have a Supreme Court library meeting. We held it on August 6th at 8:45 in the morning. It was a virtual meeting. Basically just went over that there were multiple kiosks on the 3rd floor here with comfortable chairs and that anyone can go there and look up whatever law or that interests them or cases or whatever. And that they technically have no one in the actual law library. And that is the end of that report.
Very good, thank you. Workforce Development Board, Mr.
No
Burkett.
report.
Okay. Staff member reports, Mr. Favreau.
No report, but there will be some matters to deal with in executive session.
Very good. And Mr. Zerlo.
Nothing other than I will be, per legislative opinion's request, polling the board regarding the date for the ag tour. And if you could respond to that, because I know they're looking to finalize something in short order.
All right. Resolutions. Before voting on the resolutions, I want to note that the majority of the resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees, and the legislature is taking action tonight, based in large part on those recommendations. Mr. Zerlo, would you please read the titles of the resolutions to be acted upon?
Certainly. Resolution number 627, adopting local law number 2 of 2024 titled, amending local law number 1 of 2013 titled, establishing and extending date for final redemption of delinquent property taxes, Treasurer's Office.
Motion legislator Timmons, second legislator Pizzato. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 628, authorizing contract with Architectural and Engineering Design Associates, Buildings and Grounds.
Motion legislator Pizzato, second legislator Randall. Discussion?
Just want to, Mr. Pizzato, just want to let everybody know, as you know, let's see here, 37 minutes already. So we are under contract with Farrell to do some roofs at the airport. And the engineer that was designing the project was actually in their contract. The rules surrounding the cooperative, which is the mechanism that we used to satisfy bidding requirements, said that's not good. So we removed the design piece from that contract and is now being done through Buildings and Grounds. So it's the same dollar amount. This is not new ARPA that's being expended. We're reducing the contract with Farrell, and that same amount of money is being resolved by the Buildings and Grounds Department.
We also had to do it in the airport committee tonight to remove them out of the roofing contracts.
Correct.
We'll see it again tonight.
So we removed it out of airport, and we're adding it to Buildings and Grounds, same dollar amount.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 629, authorizing contract with Architectural Engineering Design Associates, Buildings and Grounds.
Motion legislator Pizzato, second legislator Timmons. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 630, authorizing contract with Bob's Instant Plumbing, Buildings and Grounds.
Motion legislator Pizzato, second legislator Randall. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 631, authorizing contract with Clinton County Mental Health and Addiction Social Services.
Motion legislator Perrier, second legislator Pizzato. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Resolution 632, amending Resolution 891 dated December 13, 2023, titled, authorizing contract with the Northeast Group Social Services.
Motion legislator Perrier, second legislator Kretzer. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 633, authorizing American Rescue Plan Act Adult Protective Services Grant Extension, Social Services.
Motion legislator Perrier, second legislator Randall. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 634, authorizing acceptance of allocation for family-centered case management services, social services.
Motion legislator Perrier, second legislator Pizzato. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Waldron?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 635, amending Resolution 477 dated June 12, 2024, titled Authorizing Contract with Youth Advocate Program Incorporated, Social Services.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Bazaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 636, amending Resolution 559 dated July 17, 24, titled Authorizing Memorandum of Understanding with various municipalities to distribute funds, Youth Bureau.
Motion, legislator Perrier. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 637, authorizing contract with the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets for Petroleum Product Quality Program Contract T012627, weights and measures.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 638, authorizing payment of membership dues, weights and measures.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 639, authorizing countywide resiliency program grant acceptance, planning department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 640, authorizing purchase of advertisement with Conway Data Economic Development.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 641, authorizing the clerk of the Clinton County Legislature to advertise for a public hearing on the 2024-2025 Clinton Community College budget, Clinton Community College.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 642, authorizing contract extension with Lumsden and McCormick LLP, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Bazaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution number 643, authorizing contract extension with AAR Absolute Auctions and Realty Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 644, accepting bid received at online auction and authorizing issuance of deed, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 645, authorizing the county treasurer to appropriate American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 funds to various accounts, Treasurer's Office.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 646, awarding bid for removal of trash and recyclables, Purchasing Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 647, awarding bids for snow plowing and removal for various county buildings, Purchasing.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution number 648, awarding bid for snow plowing and removal at the Plattsburgh International Airport, Purchasing.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Randolph. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 649, authorizing contract with Johnson and Laws, Legislature.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution number 650, authorizing contract with the New York State Quality Healthcare Corporation, DBA Fidelis Care Health Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Bazaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 651, authorizing contract with Marie Ecker Health Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution number 652, authorizing emergency preparedness grant application and acceptance, Health Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Bazaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 653, authorizing immunization action plan grant application and acceptance, Health Department.
Motion, legislator Waldron. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 654, honoring Lynn Howard for her years of dedicated public service.
Legislator Waldron, 5-5?
Yes,
5-4,
please.
Chairman.
Or 5-4, that's right. Yeah, we're 5-4 now. 5-4? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 655, rejecting requests for proposals for personal care aid level 1 and 2 and authorizing the purchasing agent to resolicit requests for proposals offers for the agent.
Motion, legislator Randall. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 656, approving backfill of permanent part-time police dispatcher position, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 657, approving reclassification of a permanent full-time typist up to a permanent full-time senior typist, public defender.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 658, approving replacement of a permanent part-time assistant district attorney with a permanent full-time assistant district attorney with backfill district attorney.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 659, approving backfill of permanent full-time highway construction supervisor, highway department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 660, approving creation of a permanent full-time motor equipment operator for solid waste.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion.
And I know this, you all know this, but just want to reiterate that this position is fully funded by this outlet.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 661, approving creation of permanent full-time buildings and grounds maintenance worker, solid waste.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion.
Also fully funded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 662, approving reclassification of permanent full-time motor equipment operator 2 up to a permanent full-time motor equipment operator 3, solid waste.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion.
Also fully funded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution 663, approving backfill of permanent full-time project coordinator position, office for the aging.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 664, approving backfill of permanent full-time administrative assistant, office for the aging.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 665, approving backfill of permanent full-time senior account clerk typist, office for the aging.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Kretzer. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 666, approving backfill of permanent full-time senior account clerk typist, treasurer's office, treasurer's office.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 667, approving backfill of permanent full-time children's services program specialist position, health department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 668, approving creation of a permanent full-time clerk position, social services.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 669, approving creation of permanent full-time clerk position, social services.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Cresser. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And Resolution 670, approving backfill of permanent full-time caseworker position, social services.
Motion, legislator Cretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 671, approving creation of a permanent full-time caseworker position, social services.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 672, approving backfill of permanent full-time clerk position, social services.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 673, approving backfill of permanent full-time staff nurse, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Cretzer. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 674, approving backfill of permanent full-time dietary attendant, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Cretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 675, approving backfill of permanent full-time licensed practical nurse position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Timmons, second, legislator Castine. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 676, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurses aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Castine, second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 677, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurses aide, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Cretzer. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 678, approving backfill of permanent full-time nurses aide position, nursing home.
Motion, legislator Cretzer, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 679, authorizing dormitory authority, State of New York Community Resiliency, Economic Sustainability, and Technology Program Grant Application and Acceptance, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 680, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for the Veterans Service Agency Van Storage Project, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 681, authorizing contract amendment extension with Johnson Controls for fire protection, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution number 682, authorizing the purchasing agent to reject and resolicit bids for the airport baggage conveyor belt system repairs, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Resolution number 683, authorizing contract with Renane Building Contractors, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution number 684, authorizing contract amendment with All Safe Sprinkler Company, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 685, authorizing lease agreement with APNA Engineering Services, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall, second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr.
Yes.
Timmons? Ms. Walsh?
Yes.
Thank you.
Carried.
Resolution 686, authorizing contract amendment with Industrial Med Testing, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution number 687, authorizing grant amendment with the New York State Department of Transportation, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 688, authorizing change order number 1 with A.W. Farrell and Son, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 689, authorizing change order number 1 with A.W. Farrell and Son, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 690, authorizing contract with NCC Systems Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Resolution 691, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for inmate clothing, janitorial, and personal care items, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 692, authorizing the purchasing agent to solicit bids for physician services, Sheriff's Department.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 693, authorizing county pretrial services grant acceptance, probation department.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 694, authorizing various contracts for conference speakers, district attorney's office, child advocacy center.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 695, approving appointments to the Fire Advisory Board Emergency Services.
Mr. Castine, 5-4?
Yes, sir.
5-4. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 696, authorizing fiscal year 2023 Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Domestic Terrorism Prevention Grant Program application and acceptance, emergency services.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution number 697, approving grant application submission and acceptance of New York State Office of Indigent Legal Services grant known as Distribution Number 10, signed council.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 698, awarding bid for contract number 2, design and installation of vehicle exhaust and welding fume extraction system, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Bezaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution 699, authorizing application to the State Economic and Infrastructure Development Investment Program administered by the Northern Border Regional Commission, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second. Bear with me. Legislator Randall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 700, authorizing the purchasing agents to resolicit bids for contract number 1, design and installation of mechanical exhaust and backup air system, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 701, authorizing contract with Brightly Software, Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kretzer. Second, legislator Bezaya. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 702, establishing rates for snow and ice removal services on county roads during the 2024-2025, 2025-2026, and 2026-2027 snow and ice seasons. Highway Department.
Motion, legislator Kratzer. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 703, authorizing the county treasurer to establish appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Creative Aging Grant Office for the Aging.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 704, authorizing the county treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Adolescent Tobacco Use Prevention Act Grant Health Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Waldron. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 705, authorizing the county treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the Clinton County Public Transit Program Planning Department.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Kratzer. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution number 706, authorizing the county treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for the peer-to-peer support program, Veteran Services.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Randall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 707, authorizing the county treasurer to increase appropriation and corresponding revenue for Youth Recreation and Youth Bureau.
Motion, legislator Timmons. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. Resolution 708, authorizing out-of-state travel public defender.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Perrier. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 709, authorizing contract extension with Carl F. Smith LLC, Emergency Services.
Motion, legislator Castine. Second, legislator Hall. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. I have before me a request to waive Rule 13.2. May I have a motion by legislator Hall, second by legislator Timmons. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 710, authorizing application and acceptance of grant agreement for alternate essential air service with the United States Department of Transportation, Plattsburgh International.
Motion, legislator Hall. Second, legislator Timmons. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Timmons?
Yes.
Ms. Walter?
Yes.
Carried. That's it. That's it. The end of it. Anything further to come before the legislature before I ask for executive session? May I have a motion for executive session? Motion by legislator Waldron, second by legislator Perrier. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We will be in executive session in a minute. Thank you very much. We are back in regular session. If there is nothing further to come before the legislature,
No, sir.
I will entertain a motion to,
I'll ask after.
Okay.
Go ahead.
what do we?
No, I just have a question afterwards for the calendar.
Oh, okay, afterwards.
Yep.
No, okay. I have a motion to adjourn. Motion by legislator Perrier, second by legislator Pizzata. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.